literally sat here paranoid to fuck about mosquitoes, because last week I was getting bit to shit while I was talking to you. So it's really hot. It's been like 40 degrees here, and I've got a blanket round me. I've sprayed myself so hard with this stuff. Sprayed my face, because they even bit my face, the bastards. Sprayed myself so much that I got it in my eye just as I was about to log in and talk to you. So I was like, shit. Oh God, who's there? Who's with me tonight? Tonight's a big deal for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a big deal. But I'm doing it anyway. They can be such jerks, can't they, Natalia? I love that word, jerk. Let me know who's here, say hello, and let me know if you're watching live or on replay. I'd love your interaction tonight, guys, because please, like, every step of the way, because what I'm going to share with you tonight isn't easy for me to share. I want to tell you first of all why. Hey guys, thank you, I appreciate you. I'm not going to say hello to everybody because I really want to just get through this. You can probably sense my nerves. How this came about, first of all, I work, some of you will already know, on a regular basis with a spiritual coach. She helps keep me centered and grounded in my spirituality, which was really, really important to me. And some of this, I warn you now, you will not relate to or resonate with. Thank you, guys. Some of it will go over your head, some of it will just be too woo-woo for you, and you'll be like, what the fuck is she talking about? But that's okay, I'm all right with that, because I know who it's for and who it's not for, and who it's for, it will help you, I hope. So I met with my spiritual coach last night, and she said to me, Michelle, she said, basically, the guides, her guides, my guides, are saying to me that you aren't letting them help. You're not allowing them to step in and help. You do something called guided writing all the time to help you get through challenges. I call guided writing, I named it guided writing myself. I've recently, literally tonight, been told that somebody's written a book about this, which is goosebump moment, because I've not read that book, I didn't know this was a thing. But I don't call it journaling, I call it guided writing. I write in a question, and it's almost like I'm given a download of the answer. And I've done that for a long time to help me through challenges, stressful times, hurtful times. And it's something that has been a huge part of my journey, in particular over the last couple of years, and in particular in business as well as life. And Jess, my coach, said to me last night, you aren't letting them help you with your content. You're not letting them help you with planning your live videos, planning your posts, planning your, you're doing all that from logic. You're going on what you know works, what you think your audience need to hear. What you're not doing is letting it come through and flow through you. If you did, it would be easier, it would be effortless, it would help way more people. I was like, okay, so today, it's Monday. I do an episode of Soul Centered Millionaire TV every Monday, as you know. So I always plan it on a Monday. I sit down and I go, right, what shall I share today? And I start thinking of all the things that you guys might get value from. Today, I heard Jess's voice in my head and thought, no, there's no point in paying for a coach and then fucking ignoring them. What's the point in that? Although we do get tempted to do that sometimes. So I thought, no, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna do what she said, and she'd sent me some resources to help. So I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna light a candle, I'm gonna clear my mind, and I'm gonna write. And what I wrote on the piece of paper was this. I'll tell you, really honestly, I've got my journal here because I'm gonna be using it a lot tonight. A little bit reluctantly, I'm not gonna lie, but this is what I've been told to do. So what I wrote today was, I wrote, my last session with Jess brought up the importance of coming to you for help and guidance in content and messages that my audience need to hear. So here I am. Spirit guides and goddess of purpose, I don't know who she is, but it just came off my pen. Tell me, what does my audience need to hear today? And then I was given pages of insights. It normally takes me 2 hours to think about what I'm going to share with you, to write it out, plan it, think about how I'm going to deliver it. It took 15 minutes for this to come through. And when it came through, I was like, fuck, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that shit. Why are you making me talk about that? Of all the things, why that? But a part of me just knew that this is what I needed to share. And it's about struggle. It's my struggle, because in order for me to share with you my method for overcoming struggle, I know that I need to give you context. I need to be raw and honest and vulnerable with you in a way that I probably never have been before. And I know that. And I know that I can't help you, because we're women in business. We're more alike than different. We're going to go through similar challenges at different points in our lives. We're going to be faced with similar circumstances that come up, because we're kind of on the same path. We might have different businesses. I'm going to spray that mosquito right away. Get away. We might have similar businesses. We might not. But I guarantee we're going to have similar journeys, because we are dedicated to a life of growth. So similar challenges and circumstances are going to come up that you're probably going to be faced with, that I've been through and had now come through and have insights into that can help you. And that's what tonight's all about. So tonight's about this year so far. It's been the most challenging year I've ever had in business. It's also been incredible. It's been amazing on so many levels. In fact, I want to share one of the highlights with you, just so you know, like, amazing, awesome, radical transformation and growth comes from struggle. It just does. In order for us to become who we need to become, to have that next level, we have to go through some shit. And this year's been incredible. This isn't me moaning about how bad the year's been. I am so grateful for this year. On the 23rd of January, I've got my journal here. This is where I do all my guided writing. And I'm going to be reading from it. When it came through, you're going to read from your journal and you're going to share this with them. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because here's the thing. When you write in a journal, you don't do it with the intention of sharing it, do you? And I had to resist the urge so much to edit and not just read. But I'm just going to read. I'm going to read two things with you. One, I'm going to read with you now is from the 23rd of January. And just to give you a bit of context, this isn't a struggle, by the way, this part. This is a big, huge, life-changing win of this year. And then I'm going to move into some of the dark stuff. So, on the 23rd of January, here's what happened. James and I had decided, we'd sat down a few weeks before and we'd set goals. And a goal that we've been playing with for a while and not really committed to 1,000%, but said maybe we should, oh, that'd be nice, was buying a house in cash. And that goes against a lot of financial advice from advisors, because, you know, invest first, invest in other property. Thing is, we wanted to own our house. Peace of mind, we wanted to own our dream house. Now it was fully paid for, exactly how we wanted it. And no matter what happened, if the sky fell in, we've got our home. That's what we wanted. And we committed to that in January and said, let's make it happen. And because we'd committed to it and declared it out loud, we started looking for property. And when we started looking, we'd got a wish list, of course. And that wish list, we wasn't prepared to compromise on it. You know, we wanted the things we wanted, and this is our forever home. When we decide to stop travelling, this is going to be where we live, so it's important. And on the 23rd of January, I wrote this entry in my journal. And this was at a time where I just realised, having looked around on the market, that we needed probably another $500,000 in the bank to buy the house, which was going to probably take another 12 months to save. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh, well, woe is me. This isn't a struggle. I'm not sharing the struggles with you yet. I'm going to get there. I'm just sharing a highlight, so you know it's not all doom and gloom. And the power of putting pen to paper. Because I came away from all these meetings with agents and looking around what was on the market, feeling a bit deflated. And I thought, what do I always do when I really want something? First thing I always do when I've decided I'm having something is I write it down and get super clear. And here's what I wrote. I wrote, I'm feeling so excited about finding our perfect home. Here's the exact list of the things that it will include. And I know it's going to show up far faster than I thought. Number one, I want it to be surrounded by countryside and beautiful views that literally make me catch my breath every day. Number two, I want it to have a gorgeous large garden full of nature in all its glory, beautiful colours and all sorts of things growing like lemons, oranges, olives, etc. I also want there to be palm trees and a tropical feel. I want there to be lots of birds around so I can always hear them tweeting as I go about my day. I want a gorgeous pool area with barbecue, hot tub, etc. that is separate to where the dogs go to poop. That was really important for me. I want like a dog garden and then my outdoor area where there's no poop. I want it to be rustic, modern, with a homely but luxurious feel. I want 3 bedrooms in the main house to include an office, our room, and a spare room for a baby in the future. I want a large office space that is also a training room where I hold training events if I choose to. I wanted a large outdoor eating area, a large kitchen with an island and an eating area indoors for when we have guests in the winter. I want a huge roll-top bath with overlooking our beautiful views through a large glass window and a wet room style shower. I want a separate part of the house for guests that's self-contained, separate to where me and James live, with kitchen, toilets, etc., holding 3 to 5 people, so 3 to 5 bedrooms, and a walk-in wardrobe. So I didn't want much. And I was about $500,000 out. We live in a glorious, beautiful place. It's not cheap. Exactly 2 weeks of writing that and saying this is what I want, and really focusing on that and visualising it, and literally going round this house in my mind and seeing it all being mine. Had a call from one of the agents that we'd been to view properties with already, and he said, Peter's words were, I've got a house that you might be open to looking at. I don't know why it's still on the market. The only thing I can think is it's just slipped through the net. It's almost like it's been there for you, waiting for you. It's been on the market for 2 years and the owners have been knocking the price down and it's massively underpriced. Do you want to take a look? And I said, send me some pictures. 2 weeks later, we bought that house. 500 grand under what I expected to pay. Like, it's a lot of money. Let's not let 500 grand get in the way of manifesting our dreams. Like, this is testament to what we can do when we decide we're having something. And it's got everything. Everything I've just described to you, it has. Nothing did we have to sacrifice on. Nothing did we have to, accept the fact that we wouldn't have, or it's got everything and so much more. So this hasn't been a shit year, guys. Let me just emphasize that. It's been incredible. But you don't achieve big things like that unless you go through challenges and come out the other end of them fighting. This year for me, I had what can only be described at the beginning part of the year as a crisis of the soul. And I know this sounds dramatic, but it's my truth. I felt like I was losing faith in people because I felt so intensely hurt and let down by people that I'd done nothing but try to help. I'd always had the best intentions, and there was a series of months where it was just one person after another that I felt attacked, victimised, let down and hurt by. Some of them in a work capacity and some of them friends. And I lost 2 friendships this year. I'm going to get emotional. This wasn't meant to happen, no. I lost 2 friendships this year that were very dear to me, and one friendship that was extremely special that I never thought I'd lose. And it's okay, because what I'm going to share with you now is a diary entry, a journal entry from the 27th of March 2019. So literally 6 months ago. And this was me journaling about this, and I'm just going to share it with you. I'm just going to read. Okay, so I started with, I've been a bit quiet recently. I withdrew from all the things I know I need. I know that a balanced diet, meditation, journaling, a regular massage, spiritual books, readings, and time with my spiritual coach is my medicine. Yet, when I need it the most, I refuse to take it. It reminds me of being a child and pursing my lips together until they hurt, so that my mum couldn't get the cough medicine down my throat. Why is it that we resist the things that we need the most? Anyway, here's what's been happening for me. I lost my confidence and I didn't even realise it had gone. After dealing with a group of mean girls and the loss of a friendship with blank, it had triggered old patterns of not being accepted or liked for who I am. It made me feel judged and isolated. I'd started to think about changing direction to avoid stress and confrontation. I nearly gave up. I'd forgot what I know to be true. I'd forgot who I am. Through this struggle, I'm out the other side and feeling stronger than ever. And here's what I now know for certain. I don't know everything, but here's what I know for sure. And now I go on to list 10 things that I know for sure because of this struggle, which I'm going to share with you now. I'm just going to read through them exactly as I wrote them, and then I'm going to go back and just give you a little bit more context to them so that you can take from these things too. Number 1, you will never avoid confrontation or stress as an entrepreneur living your best life. You will constantly trigger people with your brilliance, your success, your love, and your strength. They don't hate you. They hate what you represent, their shortcomings. Some people will realise their error in judgment and actions, and others never will. That's okay. That's part of their soul's journey, not yours. Number 2, not everyone will love or give gratitude to you for your work, no matter how good it is. Focus on the people whose lives are better because of you, and release the people who are not a vibrational match for you right now. I am seeing all your support, guys. Thank you so much. Number 3, everything is a season and a cycle. Move with the seasons and cycles fluidly and accept that this is just where you're at right now. Night and day, summer and winter, all as important as each other, but different. The good, easy and light times are great, but the dark, difficult times of struggle are just as great and just as necessary. Yin and yang. Allow yourself more yin and yang in your life without resisting it. Number 4, some people come into your life for a season, some for a reason, and some for life. You know who the lifers are. Accept that the rest will teach you things, allow you to experience things, and probably at some point you will leave them or they will leave you. No one's bad, right, or wrong, just the end of a season or a lesson learned. Number 5, I learned a lot from blank. This is the friendship that I lost. I'm not going to say her name. I learned a lot from blank, and it's time to move on. I learned the importance of slowing down to smell the flowers because she helped me realise that. I learned the value in a smile because hers lit up a room. I know how a smile can brighten someone's day. I learned that joy can be part of every day if we choose it to be. I felt totally accepted for who I am by this friendship and judged at different points. And I now know how it feels to feel both. That has helped me realise how I want to make people feel and how I don't. I now know that I can take what I choose from people and leave things on the table. I don't need to take everything from everybody or nothing at all. I learned that kindness can be hurtful without strength, and that I'm a kind, loving and caring person because I'm strong. I learned that I can walk away from people and situations that don't fit the standard that I hold for myself. I love you, blank, and I'm thankful for our friendship. Knowing you gave me what I needed when I needed it, and letting our friendship go freed me to be who I am now, the new version of me, and explore new friendships that match that version of the person I am today. Number 6, business is business. And as much as I'm here to help people, I must protect my boundaries, my income, and the things that are important to me by holding people accountable for their commitments. Giving less sometimes and not being afraid to say no is okay. Number 7, keep over-delivering and pull back quicker when someone disrespects you or shows a lack of gratitude for the things that you've done for them. Number 8, never change yourself or your strategy based on the minority. Number 9, never lose sight of the incredible women that you attract and serve because of the few limited people that you no longer wish to have in your life. And number 10, drink more champagne. And I mean that. That last one's not even a joke. That's what I wrote down, because I realised that I'd stopped having fun because I'd been so consumed by struggle and just getting my head down and trying to work through it, which is what I always do. I'm just going to go back now over these 10 points just to reiterate some points so that you can take them away and apply them directly to something that could be going on for you, or in the future, or in the past. So the first point that I said, you'll never avoid confrontation or stress as an entrepreneur. Living your best life. The thing is, if you commit to a lifelong journey of self-improvement, you are committing to a life of extraordinary achievement at the same time. And you will achieve that at some point. Everyone's journey is different. You will achieve that. With the right attitude and dedication and discipline, you will. And that will piss some people off. And that's the truth. They don't necessarily, it doesn't mean they're bad people, and it doesn't mean that they've even registered why they're pissed off with you, why they feel anger towards you, why they're lashing out at you, why they're treating you badly or in a way that you don't feel that you deserve. They won't register that because it's unconscious. It's a little bit like, you know, when your husband or boyfriend's pissed you off and he might have done something like a year ago, or he's continued to do something that pisses you off, and you know it's got to you, but you're not consciously thinking about it every day. And then he doesn't fill the dishwasher when you ask him to, and you just go fucking crazy. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't deserve that. Because it's not about the dishwasher, right? It's about other stuff. This is sometimes how people will treat you, because you'll trigger them with your brilliance. You will. Everybody says they want to achieve amazing success and have the life that is made of, that dreams are made of, but not everybody actually goes on to do it. And that's down to them, nothing else. But when you do, you choose to be in that small percentage of people that has the potential to piss off the other 98%. And you will. There's no avoiding it. The only way to avoid it is by shrinking yourself, shrinking your light, dulling your sparkle to please other people. And nothing good, I'm spraying mosquito spray again because I'm shitting myself. Nothing good will come from you doing that. The second point that I wrote about, not everyone will love you or give you gratitude for the work that you do, no matter how awesome it is. I used to think that if I tried my hardest and delivered and over-delivered and gave myself fully to everybody in every way that I could, that everybody would love me and everybody would be grateful. It was fucking unrealistic. And I know that now. Like, it doesn't matter how much you do, it will never be enough for some people. We go to Disney on a regular occasion because we love Disney. For me, it's the happiest place on earth, and we can, as business owners, learn so much from Disney. They over-deliver at every turn. There's a Disney university that people have to go through to learn the level of customer service that is their standard. Other companies role model and strive to be of the same standard as Disney. Yet there's a whole fucking complaints department for the people that it's still not enough for. So you will not be enough at some point for people. But you can't allow that to get in here. You can't allow that to derail you to a point where you stop showing up for the people that matter, the people that value you, the people that take the lessons from the things that you put out there, the people that are on the same journey as you, the people that it's for, the people that you started for. You've got to accept the fact that not everyone's going to love you. You've got to accept the fact that not everyone's going to be happy. The third thing about the seasons, everything being a cycle and yin and yang and night and day and summer and winter, and I've spent way too much of my time trying to stay in the light and feeling guilty when I'm experiencing times of hardship and struggle, feeling like it makes me in some way less or less qualified to help other people. It's fucking bollocks. Cliche as it might sound, you will grow exponentially in those times of hardship if you allow yourself to see the lessons and don't you dare give up through them, because that's the only way really that they can finish you. That's the only way struggle can finish you, is if you lie down and say that's enough, I can't take anymore. You must never do that, because when you come out the other side of the toughest times, you come out stronger, better, more able to help other people, and the world needs that. It needs you. Your people need you. Number 4, some people come into your life for a season, some for a reason. You've got the gist of the fact that I lost a friendship this year that was really dear to me. You'll lose people too, because on a life of improvement, continuous self-improvement, you grow. And some people get left behind. Some people, not because they're less and you are more, but because they're just not there. And you might grow at a rate that they don't, and therefore it's like shedding of a skin, you know? In order for you to step into that new you, that new brilliance with new people, you've got to get rid of the old vibrations that are pulling you back. Sometimes you'll grow in different directions. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be toxic. It doesn't have to make you angry or hurtful or hurt, or it doesn't have to be done in a way that breeds animosity. It can be done with love and kindness and acceptance, and this is okay. Because I took from it what I needed, and so did you, and it was right at the time, and now it's not, and that's all right. Some people will be in your life for life, and most people won't. And especially if you're on this journey of constant striving and improving, not everyone's going to come with you. Number 5, the lessons that I learned from my friendship that I had to walk away from were so valuable. The fact that you have to slow down sometimes. I've not always been good at that. I've mastered that because of that friendship. It's something I'd recommend mastering. The importance of smiling more, because the world smiles back at you, and it's just true that it does. But also my standards and what I expect for the small amount of people that are in my circle. What I know about myself now is that I'll die for them. I'll take a bullet for them. If you're in, you're in, and I will be fiercely loyal and lay down my life for you. But if you won't do the same for me, then I'm out. And that's okay, because that's my standard. Number 6, business is business, and as much as you're here to help people, you've got to protect your boundaries. You've got to learn to say no. I tell you something, I used to think that if you always do right by people and keep giving people more and more and more and make more in allowances, that they'll see that and they'll want to do right by you. It's not true. We are all souls having a human experience, so I believe we're all good at our core, but good people make really shit decisions, and you put yourself in the firing line of them if you don't have boundaries and say no. You got to draw a line around you, your business, your income, and protect that fiercely and say, this is what you committed to, therefore this is what I hold you accountable for. No exception. Because what I've learned is if you give people enough rope, they'll try and fucking hang you with it. Number 7, keep over-delivering and pull back quicker when someone disrespects or doesn't give you the gratitude you deserve for that. There is no way that I would stop over-delivering because I experienced a minority that exploited that and took advantage of that. Absolutely fucking no way. Because the bottom line is, right, percentages, when you work with a lot of people, there's always going to be a small percentage that can be a problem and can be difficult and can be hard and don't respect you. Or if you've only worked with 10 people and let's say the percentage is 10%, then one person is going to be a problem. If you've worked with 100, then you've now got 10 problems. If you work with 1,000, you've got 100 problems. So it just seems bigger. But you must never, ever stop over-delivering or allow that small minority to change you, because what about the 90% that value it and are grateful for it? Which leads into my next one, never change yourself or your strategy for the minority, because it's not for them anyway. And number 9, never lose sight of the incredible people that you attract and help because of the minority that you don't want to attract anyway. If you start making adjustments for people that are unreasonable, unkind, or you're just going to attract more of them because you're setting yourself up to cater for them. So don't be surprised when more come your way. You got to keep catering for the good, the people that are a vibrational match, the people that you want to see showing up more. And number 10, drink more champagne. Like, that's just life advice right there. Have more fun is what I meant by that. I'd stopped having a glass of champagne because I was like, oh no, one glass makes me a bit fuzzy and I want to be the best version of me tomorrow. Fucking hell, just drink the champagne, Michelle. I'd stopped saying yes to social occasions and going out and meeting new people and all of that because I'd lost my confidence. I'd allowed a small group of people to rob me of that. I allowed that. That's not their fault. That's mine. My bad. Shame on me. So there it is. My struggles and lessons in all their glory this year. Do you know what? I'm glad I shared them, and I'm really glad that you guys are here with me tonight. I feel so safe with the regulars that show up for me every week, and I know that the right person will take from that what they need to, and that's what it's all about. I'd love for you, if you feel comfortable, to share in the comments anything that you took from tonight and anything that stood out for you, anything that helped you, because Crystal, you are the queen of popping the fucking champagne. I love you. I really hope that helped. I'm going to eat my dinner now because it's getting late and I should have eaten it already, and the mozzies are out. I feel like I'm getting bitten, but it might be in my head. See you soon.